Hey guys, and welcome to another YouTube video with me, Paris. On today's video, I'm actually going to be reviewing the Luna Foreo Issa 2, the toothbrush. Now this one is an adult toothbrush. I think you can use it if you're over 16. I was reading that somewhere, I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on that. So I actually purchased this toothbrush because my Phillips Sonicare, is it? I think the whitening Phillips Sonicare, or it's just a Phillips Sonicare, just this one, it actually died. And I've had this toothbrush for literally, I want to say, a good 8 to 9 years, like 100%, and it's been an amazing toothbrush. I feel like before that one I had the Oral-B, is it Proactive, like just the general Oral-B electric toothbrush, and that one was just very basic. I wouldn't really recommend it, and I was just using it for 2 years, and then it kind of died. I bought another one, didn't really use the other one because I wasn't really happy, and I wasn't very sure. I didn't really know about the Oral-B, the Phillips Sonicare, this one. I didn't really know about this one until one of my friends were using them, and I actually saw them using it when we went on holiday somewhere. I think that was like ages ago, like 9 years ago maybe. And I was like, oh my god, this toothbrush is just phenomenal. Like, I can tell like it's doing a proper job. So I've been using this toothbrush for literally 8 to 9 years now, and I've been so happy, and I'm just so sad because it literally died. There's no charging, I think probably the battery inside. So I was going to wait and do a bit of a comparison online, have a little look to see, which one is the best one. But I've had my eye on the Foreo Issa 2 for literally, I want to say, a year or so. So I've had the Luna the Luna Foreo brush, the face brush. I've had that one for almost 1.5 years now. I would say it's closer to 2 years, and I've been literally loving that brush. And the reason I love that brush, and I don't like the which one is the other one, is the the one I'm on about, the cleansing brush, the one that twists around, is the fact that the bristles of the Luna Foreo is silicone. So it's medical graded silicone, and it actually doesn't keep any germs on it. So even if you, I obviously clean it with rubbing alcohol, but even if you don't, it's supposed not to collect any bacteria on it. And that's really good, because the other ones, they're just nylon bristles, and it just collects bacteria, which is kind of the same as this too. So this one does have the nylon bristles, and this one has both nylon bristles and the silicone ones. But I've been really wanting to try this one just because it's the silicone one and it doesn't collect any dirt. Now this is not a comparison, however I have to compare it to something to tell you what I think about this one. So I'll just start with the design. So design wise, I think this one is a really cool design. You don't really see a toothbrush looking like this. Now Foreo claims that this will last you for 365 days, so almost a year, but it does say 365 days / 365 times using it. So that makes me very skeptical, because it makes me think, do people only brush their teeth once a day? I just think that's very disgusting, to be honest with you. It does do an amazing job, but do you not brush your teeth in the morning and at night before you go to bed? Like, how do people brush their teeth? Like, it makes me very skeptical. Yeah, so Foreo does claim that you're only supposed to brush them once a day. It does claim that you're supposed to brush them with their own toothpaste if you like to. They have their own toothpaste out. I'm skeptical about that. I haven't tried it, to be honest with you. I would love Foreo to send me one. By the way, this one's not sponsored. I went and purchased it with my own money. They weren't even on sale, and I wish they were, because this week, so I bought this one last week, this week they're on sale, so how unfortunate. Anyhow, it's completely waterproof. it has this little socket in the back where you can actually charge it, and to be honest with you, I wish it didn't have this little flap. It has like a little flap. I just wish it was just open, because this one's a bit difficult to put it back on, and I'm not really sure if you remove the flap and then you leave it on and then water goes in it, if that's waterproof. I think it says it is, but I'm not 100% sure, because my Luna brush, that one doesn't have a flap and it literally is waterproof, so you can run it under the tap and you'll be fine. I'll start with what I love about this brush. So what I love, as I said, is the fact that it's made out of silicone. I just love that, you know, that keeps it clean. Something else I really like is the fact that it has those little tongue, I don't know how to call them, like not grades, like small, like rib, like the rib thing on the back of the, like the head, and I love that because it's actually to do your tongue, but I love the fact that when you're actually brushing your teeth, it kind of cleanses your whole mouth, and you can actually feel it. Like, this is the first time I actually feel it, that my gums are really clean, even if I haven't gone with a toothbrush over my gums. Like, this one just does the job, and I really love that. One thing I do hate, so I'm not really going into the negatives yet, but one thing I do not really like, to be honest with you, is the head. The head, I feel, is just massive. Like, compared to my Sonicare, like, look at this. Like, the Sonicare is just, I think it's the right size. Like, the reason I didn't like the Oral-B one when I was using it, it was because it was really small. It was just the round one. And I just found that this one, the Phillips one, just had a really good grip around my teeth, and it was just doing the job. This one I just feel is just a tiny bit too big, and when it comes to the front of the teeth, it does do an amazing job, and you can actually go all the way to the back. But when it comes to the back, like the behind of the tooth, if that makes sense, it's really difficult to actually get in there. Like, I literally struggle sometimes. Like, I don't know, my mouth opening is not that big, and I do think that my mouth opening is quite big. What a weird thing to say, but I do feel like there's a lot of space to go. But with this one, it just gets so difficult to go in there and just try and push in. It's a bit uncomfortable, to be honest with you, and I would have to say that that's a bit uncomfortable. Now, another thing I do love about it is the fact that it does create a seamless thing. Like, it's very seamless here. So you do take your head out, and it does look exactly the same as the Phillips brush. So it's very similar, I would say. Not the same, very similar. But with the Phillips brush, I don't know if it's changed, because I've had this one, as I said, for 8 years, but I had a little look online and it looks the same. It creates a small gap. And one time I actually dropped this on the floor and it literally smashed like that. So I had to go fix it. With this one, it's just, it attaches on your toothbrush very nicely, and it just stays there, and I just feel like bacteria do get to go in here. So with this one, it's just so nice that it just remain clean. It just creates that smoothless, seamless experience, I suppose, or surface, basically. Now, something that I don't like, but I'm not a massive fan of it, is the handle. I just feel it's really small. Like, I do tend to use my toothbrush, like, hold it from quite low, because I like to be quite far away from my mouth, and I'm quite used to this one because I will hold it here, and look how much space I've got to go around and hold it and go back and go forward. With this one, if I go all the way to the back, I just feel like I'm really close to touching my mouth, and I just feel like, do I really want to be so close to touching my mouth? I mean, obviously my hands will be clean when I'm brushing my teeth, but don't get me wrong, it's just something I just feel like it's a bit uncomfortable. Now, something I love, and I would say is the most amazing thing ever, and it doesn't even compare to this one, is how it charges. Like, the fact that you just plug it into a USB port with this little cable, it's just phenomenal. And then you literally can keep it into your bathroom. You don't need to have it on your vanity. With this one, it just had a massive little, I mean, it wasn't massive, it was just a stand, but you had to have it on your vanity if you didn't have a plug in your bathroom, and it was just a bit weird taking it from your bathroom into your vanity and then all the way back. it was just too much of a hassle, and it was one thing that I never got really used to, even until today after 9 years of using this one. But it is what it is. Now, something you can love or hate about the Issa brush is the fact that it's very simple. Like, I feel like for 20, how much does it cost? I would say it's more than $100, so it's definitely more than $100. I feel like if you get it on a Black Friday sale, it will be around 120. If it's not, I think it's $150. Don't quote me on that, it's around that price. And I do feel like for such an expensive brush, it should be a little bit more complicated. It should have more functionalities rather than just a turn on button here and a plus and minus here. So that's what it basically does. You turn it on like this, turn it off like this, and then you can just adjust if you want it more intense or less intense. That's what it does. It doesn't have any other features, but with the Sonic brush, I really love the fact that I could change to 3 settings. So it has your clean setting, your white setting, and your gum care. And the only thing that did was basically change the cycles on the toothbrush. So it gave you more time to, clean, I suppose, yeah. Because I don't know, I'm just a bit lazy and I like my toothbrush to tell me what to do. This one has the same thing, so every 20 or 30 seconds it will pulsate and let you know that you need to swap sides. So you start from the top and then you go back, and then you go in the bottom teeth and then behind it, and it will let you know when you are done, with your cycles, and I think it will vibrate twice when the 2 minutes are done, which is the same thing that this one would do. But then if you had it on the whitening section, it will give you another additional I think 15 seconds for the top part and for the bottom part, just to go over it and clean it a bit better. Now, to compare it, even though this is not a comparison video, to compare it between the two of them, I would say this one does a better job cleaning your teeth. Now, what do I mean by that? I feel like they both did an amazing job when it came to cleaning my teeth. However, I did feel, and I realised that now when I'm actually started using my Foreo brush, so I realised the fact that, so I don't know, it's really difficult to explain. So for example, I brush my teeth with this one, and then I would go out during the day and I would have lunch. So after lunch, usually when I was using this one, I would have to probably brush my teeth, or I would have to chew a chewing gum, because I could feel the surface of my teeth being a bit, not dirty, but I could feel that it had, not food, but yeah, that sounds disgusting, but I just felt like, it wasn't 100% clean, if I could say it like that. With this one, it just feels like I haven't had lunch. It just feels like it keeps on keeping it clean. And I suppose maybe that's how the 365 days thing came out with, because it does keep your teeth really nice. So it does clean the surface of the teeth extremely good. And especially if you have porous teeth like I do, like my teeth literally soak everything in. This one's a really nice toothbrush. I would say if you do have like big teeth, especially like veneers, I think this toothbrush is amazing for you, because it's such a big head. If you have medium teeth, you're going to struggle a little bit like I do, but if you have small teeth, I doubt this one will work for you. I'm really sorry. Now, they do have a kiddies one, like a children's one, like a smaller size, but in all honesty, I just feel like how much smaller than this can get. Like, look how small this is. Like, I feel like smaller would just be really uncomfortable. Like, how are you supposed to hold it like that to brush your teeth? No, I don't think you can do it with a smaller toothbrush. Now, for the heads, it do say that you are supposed to change the head every 6 months, but thinking of the fact that they're only counting that you're brushing your teeth every once a day, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I will probably be swapping the head after 3 months, because I'm brushing my teeth twice a day basically. So I would say every 3 months. Same thing like this one, every 3 months. This one does get a bit dirty after, I want to say, 2.5 months. I'm not really sure about this one. I've only had it a week. So yeah, that's it basically between the two toothbrushes, although this wasn't a comparison video. This was more about the the Foreo Issa toothbrush. Something else before I go will be about the packaging. The packaging the Issa 2 comes in. And I would say I don't really like the packaging. I'm all about the packaging, and I'm all about, what's it called, like first impressions. And I do feel like this packaging is something you will pick up at the airport, at the duty free, because you forgot your toothbrush. Like, this is not a again, not 200, but 100, at least $100+ toothbrush. Like, this is cheap, and it was so difficult to open it, but it's really cheap, to be honest with you. Like, they could do better. And I know, like, even with their head brush, like the face, with their face brush, I know their packaging is very simple, but I just feel they could do a little bit better. It comes with a little traveling case, which is so like this for like fake leather, which is disgusting. It's really bad. Like, I don't even want to look at it. It's just, they should work on the packaging and how it travels and stuff. I am going to try to find a new nice one on Amazon, something quite posh to put your toothbrush in, because I just feel like it needs to be kept really nicely. But all in all, I actually love it, and I would give it out of 10, I want to say an 8, and with my Sonicare I would have actually given it a 7. And don't get me wrong, I love my Sonicare, and I just feel like it was one of the best toothbrushes in the world. So imagine, for me to give it an 8. And the reason I'm actually giving it an 8 is because it does really clean your teeth. Like, my teeth feel really squeaky clean. And the reason that I am giving it an 8 and I'm not giving it a 10 or a 9 is, one, because the head is just massive. It's just so big. It could have been tiny bit smaller. And the second fact is the fact that it's just so simple, which is a good thing in a way, but on the other hand, like, you just expect tiny bit more, like just a few more settings with the vibrations, maybe like a whitening feature, a few different heads. Like, when it comes to the Sonicare, you can actually find, just I think a cleaning head or just a whitening head. I know it's just all the same thing, but I just feel like when you go so advanced with your toothbrush and you're just not buying, the standard toothbrush, you just expect that little bit more. But I would give it an 8 for sure, just because it's just such a nice toothbrush. It looks so nice, it cleans very well, and the fact that it's made out of silicone, like, I think that's just phenomenal. Like, I feel like everything these days should be made out of silicone, just to protect us from bacteria gathering. Now, it does say as well the fact that this one you're not allowed to put it into a Blu-ray machine, the one that actually so this one, so the Sonicare came with a well, I haven't got it now because I threw it away, but it came with a Blu-ray machine. So I used to put the the heads, I used to put them in the Blu-ray. No, is it Blu-ray? No, Blu-ray is the DVD. Blue light technology. So I used to have a blue light technology, like, little case, and I used to put the heads in to sanitize it and keep it clean, because the bristles, this ones are not synthetic, but what is it? It's not silicone anyhow, the other one. Well, with this one, it says you're not supposed to put it in one of them because it will destroy the silicone. And I do understand, because obviously this one, the silicone does keep it clean, but it does have the other bristles as well. So it's not just silicone. So it's something I suppose you need to keep in mind. Anyhow, my lovelies, I hope you really enjoyed this video. This video wasn't sponsored. I went and purchased this Foreo brush by myself. But if you are Foreo, or if you are any other brands and you would love me to do a review on your product, or if you like me to compare your product with something else, just go on my YouTube channel and have a look. I have my business email address there. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, love you loads.